All right, y'all. So it's looking like I'm gonna have to find a new landscaping company. As y'all may know, I own a couple properties and I do get them landscaped every month. So I've been dealing with this landscaping company for the last 2 years now, and to be honest, they've done a relatively good job. But then I started to notice a few things. One, Shorty started like upping the price. Originally, when we started off, it was supposed to be a bi-weekly cut for 2 properties, and the price was around 170. Cool. All of a sudden, I start looking at the invoices. That 170 ain't 170 no more. That 170 is creeping up. It's 210, then it's 260, and then it hit 300. And I'm like, Shorty, what's going on? First red flag was Shorty told me that she had to start charging me to pick up the leaves and the grass. Is that not included in the landscaping? Are you supposed to just cut it and just leave it on the floor to the side? I thought that was included. Secondly, I didn't like the fact that they would just show up whenever and I would never know when they actually were coming or if they actually cut the grass. They would just send me a text message saying done with no photo proof or anything. So mind you, at this point, the price has reached well over $340 a month to get my grass cut when it started at 170. Then I don't even have proof that these people are cutting my grass. At this point, I was fed up. I was like, listen, thank you for your years of service, but I want to discontinue the service. I thought that was pretty straightforward. If somebody sends a text saying that they want to discontinue their service, I would think that that's very cut and dry, straightforward. So Shorty sends a text message saying that I could send you photo proof, but at this point, I'm well fed up. So I don't even answer. I just you should get the point. I don't want to do business with you anymore. I'm just fed up. So tell me why, in the beginning of the month, I hear lawnmowers going. So I'm looking in the backyard and I see them cutting the grass. Then towards the end of the month, Shorty sends me an invoice. I'm confused. I asked her, what is this invoice for? She said, yeah, that's for the landscaping. I said, what landscaping? Didn't I tell you in December to cancel it? Proceeds to say, well, why didn't you say anything when I sent you the photos? What photos? Man, I discontinued the service. Why are you still at my yard trying to clean my grass? I told you I don't want the service anymore. So they're gonna ask me, okay, so what about the payment? What payment? Did I tell you to come to my yard to do landscaping? I told you to discontinue the service. If you wanted to send people to do it, that's on you. I would understand if I told her, yeah, send me pictures and then you can continue service. But mind you, after she said that she could send pictures and it doesn't make sense that we end our contract over 2 years and not sending photos. And mind you, I didn't send her any type of text message after she said that. So I'm trying to figure out what made you think to go back to my house and keep cutting my grass. But yeah, it's safe to say I didn't pay that bill because it doesn't make sense. Why am I paying for something that I didn't ask for? Literally, I would understand if I asked for it, but I literally told you to discontinue the service. So anything that you do after that point is at your own discretion. But let me know, was I wrong? Should I have paid her for doing it? Let me know.